I know all my friends, family, Gator Nation are probably shaking their head at me for this one. Yes, I picked the Florida State Seminoles to win the ACC and go back to that ACC champions. It was either between Clemson and Florida State. Remember that I told you it usually take 3 years for a new coach to finally put his footprint on the program. The third year for Mike Norvell got Florida State undefeated in ACC champions. They did not make the playoffs, however, and what happened in the Orange Bowl game against Georgia happened. Throwing all that to the side, if I'm being fair and if I'm being unbiased, I need Dabo Sweeney and the Clemson Tigers to show me that they are understanding what the mission is at hand. Because you come out the gate, you got Georgia right out the gate. Kirby Smart ain't playing this year. Kirby Smart is looking for revenge. He did not have the opportunity to defend his back-to-back national championship crown, and he wants payback. Then you got to go to Tallahassee. Tallahassee is hosting the Clemson Tigers, not Clemson hosting the Florida State Seminoles. Florida State is hosting Clemson. Florida State is hosting Florida. Now they do got to go to Notre Dame. They do got to go to Miami, which is tricky world games. But the other big games, home to Clemson, home to North Carolina, home to Florida. That gives Florida State the advantage. I have to give you my pick who's going to win it. And for the second week in a row, I agree with the media. As I look at these, I'm rolling with the Utah Utes because they are coming off a hell of a season. Most of their starters from last year are coming back on both sides of the ball, so they really didn't lose a lot. They still have their head coach, so why not roll with the Utah Utes on this one? And now is it a slap in the face of Kansas State and Oklahoma State? Yeah, it is. But hey, show me, Mike Gundy, show me something. I picked you last year, okay? Because I knew people was gonna pick Texas. I knew people was gonna pick Oklahoma. I'm like, I'm gonna go with Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State always find a way in there. And this should be the year that they get. And guess what? You failed. You choked 3 damn games, Mike Gundy. And Texas A&M, and Texas, and not Texas A&M, but Texas Longhorns got to walk out the Big 12 as Big 12 champions into the SEC. So yes, Mike Gundy, until you prove to me you can win the big games, I got to stop picking you. Okay, I got to. I have to stop. All right, Kansas State, you won it 2 years ago. Then you fell off. You fell off a bit last year. Can you get back to where you was last year? I mean, 2 years ago. Got to see. But I'm taking the newcomer. I am taking the Utah Utes coming. Do I go with Ohio State to win the Big Ten Conference? No, I do not. I'm going with the Oregon Ducks. I'm picking Oregon to walk into the Big Ten Conference. Let it be known that we are part of the Big Ten Conference, and this is our conference now, and we're taking control of it since we don't believe Michigan is going to keep it because Harbaugh's no longer there. Ryan Day. Consequently, if Ryan Day does not win the Big Ten Conference, does he get fired? Does he get fired? That's a question. By me picking picking Oregon, and Oregon does come out for on top of the Big Ten. Does that? What kind of damage does that does to Ryan Day? Because for most people, Ryan Day, this is your year. This should be your year. You don't have Harbaugh at Michigan no more. You don't have to deal with Blake Corum at Michigan anymore. That was your biggest obstacle because before you, Harbaugh couldn't beat Ohio State to save his life. Then all of a sudden, you take over and he start beating. You start beating Ohio State. He even ended up winning the national championship out of it. But if Oregon walks in here and wins the Big Ten, how will people of the state of Ohio on the campus of Ohio State University, how would they look at Ryan Day then? I have to ask that question because I'm picking Oregon to walk in and take over. Now, I know y'all want to know who I'm picking. I'm picking the Georgia Bulldogs. Like Coach Saban said on College Game Day last week, until somebody can show me that they can beat Georgia outside of Alabama, and Alabama don't have Nick Saban no more, so I don't know what Kellen DeBoer is going to look like. I got to roll with the Bulldogs, unfortunately. So complete my conference picks. Yes, I picked Florida State. Yes, I picked Georgia Bulldogs. I'm going with the Oregon Ducks in the Big Ten, and I'm going with the Utah Utes in the Big 12. Dang, I picked two former Pac-12 teams to win their new conference. That's very disrespectful on my part. That's really very disrespectful on my part. Now that I think about it, I'm sitting here looking at it. Dang, I really picked two former Pac-12 teams to go in their new conferences and win it. Damn. Hey, I could be wrong. I could be right. Hey, I'm already on one star with Florida State. I'm trying to be unbiased. And then we need a group of 5 pick, right? Give me the Liberty frame to do it again. Give me the Liberty frame to do it again. And Palmer, y'all saying, why are you picking a group of 5? Because we have a 12-team playoff now, which means the top group of 5 team gets into the playoffs now. They are allowing a group of 5 team to make the playoffs. So I had to pick a group of 5 team. And speaking of which, those of you who've been wanting to know, yes, I have created my own 12-team playoffs. Here you go. I got Georgia number 1, Oregon number 2, Utah number 3, and Florida State number 4 because they lost to Georgia Tech. All right. Number 5 is Ohio State. 6 is Notre Dame. 7 is Texas. 8 is Alabama. 9 is, Penn State. 10, Oklahoma State. 11, LSU. And 12 is the Liberty Frame. So those are my 12 teams right here. The buys coming from the conference champions of the Power 4. Okay. That 5th conference champion is going to be whatever group of 5 is higher. That would be the 5th group of 5 champion. And most likely they probably be the 12th seed automatically. So then you see the first round here, they are played at whoever's the higher seed stadium. So it would be Ohio State hosting Liberty Flames in my playoffs. You will have Texas hosting Oklahoma State in an interesting form of Big 12 matchup. Notre Dame will be hosting LSU, and then Alabama will be hosting Penn State. So that is my 12-team playoffs. Let's see how good I am at this. It's the first year of it, so I want to see if I hit on some spots this year. All right.